All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to war number 7 of season 25. So in this war, we matched against Legion. I don't know too much about them, but I have 5 fights. So I have these 2 fights here on path 5, then a Korg on 23, and then path 6. So you can see I have Omega and Torch. So Torch is going to take this Maw, and then a Tigra later on, and then Omega for the other 3 fights. So this Maw fight is very, very simple. Unless, I guess, they think that it's going to force someone to bring Torch, but you could actually just do this fight without Torch. It wouldn't matter. So you want to parry him to... the knocking down really doesn't matter with Torch, but you want to get rid of the... or you want to get the Fury from the knockdown. So I didn't use the pre-fight for this fight, of course. So there he throws his SP2. Doesn't do much. I'm still at like over 90%. So at this point, basically the fight's over. Land a parry. He's gonna throw his SP1, and I still have my Fury, so 3 hits, and the SP2 is gonna kill him. So pretty simple fight. Wouldn't have really been any different if that was a 6-star. So he doesn't really do too much on this node. So then I put on Suicides for this Nick Fury fight. This one I was a little worried about. You can kind of get stuck against him because of Heavy Hitter if he just throws heavies constantly. You can, I think, counter it still with Omega, but I'm not really sure how. What the timing is exactly on that. So yeah, pretty much just gonna play it straight up. Save my SP3 for when he goes into his LMD. Because it's going to be harder to knock him down later. I forgot about the... oh, I tried the heavy there just to test it out while he didn't have his real Nick Fury, and it didn't work, so I'm just like... There I'm pretty much just missing parries. I think I was trying to avoid him throwing his SP1. Yeah, that's why that looked so awkward. So he throws his SP2, and this will push him pretty much into LMD once I lock in the spores. So he only has 10 spores, but... so here, I don't really want him to throw an SP1 because he's going to get a bunch of charges. So just going to kind of back him up. There, I guess my finger got stuck and I missed the swipe. So there he goes medium, medium, which is nice. And that allows me to push him to an SP2. Unfortunately, I was too far away. So here he's at 30%. I get a nice intercept. He is unblockable. I was feeding his tactical charges probably about 1 out of every 2 hits at that point. For whatever reason, just I guess bad luck. And I didn't notice he was unblockable at that point. So you're gonna see me just block and take 3 hits like a fool. So here, I realized he was at 16 charges. So if he throws a special 1, the special 1 is actually going to push him into his Fury mode. So he'll lose the unblockable, but I get a nice intercept there and finish the fight with a special 2. So a nice highlight ending to that fight. But yeah, if he had thrown the SP1, I would have just dexed the last part of it and countered him and thrown the SP2 and killed him. So we were in good shape. This Korg fight, yeah, so the last time I did it, it was a rank 3 and I played quite poorly. And this fight, I'm going to start by playing kind of like how somebody would play if they had never played the game before. It's going to be quite embarrassing. I think I'm going to start the fight with like a medium, which obviously is stupid because this is Mixmaster. Yeah, you're going to see probably about the first like 30 seconds. It's just like, what is this moron doing? So we get the parry. He shrugs it. Then I go medium. He combos me, of course. Then I hit into his block. Then I throw a random ass heavy for no reason. He's unblockable. Take that to the face. And then at this point, I kind of, right here, I decided, okay, let's stop playing like an idiot, parry heavy, and then parry medium light. So that was the rest of the fight. After that horrific beginning, just parry medium, get a little reparry there. I did save to my SB3, but as long as he doesn't have the unblockable SB1, we're fine. I can block it. It's not a huge deal, even if he has a few prowess. I mean, yeah, that was only like 3,000. But it's only medium light. So medium lights and heavies, nothing else. Which is what I should have been doing from the start, instead of the nonsense that I was doing. But you know, sometimes you just play like an idiot, you know. So after the horrific beginning, the rest of the fight went quite smoothly, so that was good. And then the last two fights are going to be on path 6. So this was a little bit later in the day. This first fight is going to be a stealth Spidey, actually. And his attack is so low that I actually couldn't put anything into offense or boost his attack at all. You can see I have 22 mastery points. It's because I have 0 in attack. Because you can only deal up to like 3k damage before rage triggers, and 3,000 damage is not very much. So pretty much thought he was going to evade there. He didn't. No big deal. There he evaded. So pretty much just going to do 5-hit combos, try to keep the 10 spores on him. And yeah, this fight was pretty simple. I was a little worried about it, but I don't know why. Once I figured out what I could do safely, it was fine. I think I do lock in the degen later on, right here. Yeah, so lock in the degen. Could have done that earlier. It's only 472 damage though, so it really doesn't do much. Here I lock in the degen, and I thought I was going to be able to kill him with the SB2. Of course, it didn't. Left him at 1%. He immediately threw his special 2. But since this was Omega's last fight, that block damage, while annoying, didn't actually matter. So got through that one, and then boosted up a bit for the last fight, which is Tigra. This was only a rank 2 Tigra. So the pre-fight, of course, is my Human Torch pre-fight. This was a Carl-free war for me. So basically just want to not let her throw too many specials. I wanted to take some block hits early, so I didn't go in. I just did like 1 hit. And then eventually I just kind of gave up on that pretty quickly. So there she had a bar of power, and I deliberately stood right in front of her because she doesn't go unblockable unless she throws it from a distance. So here I'm just waiting for her to melt down so I can kill her without her throwing a special one. So that's the end of that Tiger fight, so pretty simple. So we can leave up this Human Torch screen. So that was it for me in the video, or for my fights. We're currently tied, but we've done about twice as many fights as they have, so hopefully we can pull off this victory and get back towards the top of Plat 1, if not kind of the bottom end of Masters. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for war number 8.